There we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome. And I had to move back a little bit from the microphone just to get myself in the frame here for you so that you can see me while I was answering the questions. So if it sounds a little bit different, that's why we kind of repositioned the microphone. And we are getting into all of your questions. I really hope that you enjoyed that content. I absolutely love leveraging this strategy, and that's why we shared it with you, because we get great response from it. Works really well. And I want you to be able to get similar results in your mortgage business. I didn't want to mention it during the content specifically, but we have a client within the consulting program that we offer that is just about at a 50% appointment rate on the people that he's putting on the spreadsheet and tracking to the people that he's actually having appointments with. Almost 50% of the people he's targeting, he's actually meeting with, which is fantastic and making an impact in his business. And I want the same for you. So in order to help get you there, let's answer your questions and work on some implementation. So again, wherever it is on your screen, just type any questions that you have into the Q&A panel. I will get them on my end and I'll answer them here for you. So our first question is from Dylan. Dylan says, Chris, currently I have a few followers on social media. Is it still worth reaching out to real estate agents, or should I wait until my promotion gives them value? And the answer to that question is yes, you should wait. And just leverage the strategy exactly as it is. So reach out initially and say, hey, I would like to do you a favor, or you know, I have something that is of benefit to both of us. Would you mind if I promoted your listing or I promoted your business? And then open that dialogue and sequentially follow the steps, because the way that the process works is been laid out from a strategic standpoint to allow you to open up the relationship. So you're not just reaching out cold and saying, hey, I'm a mortgage broker, here's my rate sheet, here, you know, showing up with a box of donuts, right? It's actually providing something of value up front. And it's very important that they get the screenshot and they see the effort and the time and the work that you have put into the promotion without asking for anything in return. It's very important that you go out of your way to help make their life better before that reach out happens. So just follow the steps exactly as they are laid out, and go to the resources page, resources2, cwjstone.com/resources2. And this month is the first month that we have released the slides from the presentation, because it's hard to remember all of the steps. We only have a half an hour. I had to go through the content fairly quickly. So I have released those slides with First National's permission, so that you can have them and you can leverage that in your business. Again, that's a very valuable resource for you, and you get those all for free by going to cwjstone.com/resources2. So Dylan, hopefully that answers your question for you. From Chris says, Windows has a built-in app called Snipping Tool. So for those of you that are on Windows, you can use the built-in tool that they have, or you can use that Sketch program. Thank you, Chris, for the insight. I'm a Mac guy on my side, so helpful tips on Windows are always helpful. From Ron says, this is great, but will RESPA allow it? Ron, I am not a compliance expert. It is up to you to do your own compliance work and come to your own conclusions on that. But thank you for the feedback. Obviously, we always want you to conduct yourself within compliance, and again, I'm not the expert at that. That is up to you to decide. So, from Michael says, this was all kinds of awesome. Thank you. How do I reach out to the realtor in the Facebook post if I'm not friends with them? Okay, so Michael, it doesn't have to be either an email or a Facebook message. You can pick up the phone and you can call them. You can reach out to them. All that's important is that you reach out and say, hey, can I do something for you? And then get back to you and show you how it worked. That is the purpose of what we're doing. So the actual connection method that you use to go out and reach out to those people is whatever you're comfortable with. You might feel more comfortable picking up the phone and calling them, right? That's okay. Everybody is going to leverage this strategy a little bit different. Do what feels right for you and what's comfortable for you, because obviously when you feel comfortable and you're yourself, you'll get a better response and a better result. So hopefully that helps you out. So from Ken asks, what is the cost for this service, Ken? There's absolutely no cost for these webinars, and there's no cost for the resources at the end. They're free, they're unlocked. You don't even have to put in your username and password to go and get them. You just go to the link and get access to those resources, and everything is provided here on behalf of First National Financial. And they are here to help you grow your mortgage business and help the industry in general. They're obviously an industry leader, and if you haven't already reached out to your First National representative, say thank you for the information, and get into a dialogue about how they can help you in your mortgage business. From Colwinder says, thank you so much, this was amazing. Colwinder, glad you enjoyed it. Thanks for being here and investing your time. So we've got some yeses. I'm trying to skip through everything as fast as possible. We have a lot of people here on the webinar today, so I'm trying to get past all the duplicates to answer these as fast as I can for you. Chris, what is the email again? No, what is the name again for the screen capture software? So Skitch, S-K-I-T-C-H. Just go to Google, type in Skitch, and an Evernote link will come up at the top. Evernote bought them, and it's now an Evernote tool, but it's still free for you to use on your computer. From me, also known as MERS, MERS says, can you please let us know where the archives of these recordings are? Thank you. So MERS, reach out to your First National Financial representative in your local marketplace. They have access to the link that you need to go and sign up in order to get access to all the recordings. And again, there's 15 of them in there for you. It's a phenomenal resource to help you grow your mortgage business. Angela, thank you very much for the info. Angela, thank you for being here. And just through Facebook, I know you've had some awesome things happening in your life recently, so congratulations on that as well. Rick says, this was amazing. I'm not going to be able to stay for the whole Q&A. Great stuff. Thanks again. Yeah, thank you for coming. I appreciate it. David says, I missed the resource web address again. Can you please show it again? It is cwjstone.com/resources2. So it's the second time that we've given away a resources link here on the live event. So it's cwjstone.com/resources2 for you. So from Lori's got a great question. Chris, this is excellent. One-of-a-kind information. That's cool. How do you use this strategy with financial planners? And that is a fantastic question. So the psychology behind what we're doing has a couple of goals. The first is to establish yourself as different from the crowd. So everybody is within reason having the same conversation, right? So when you go after a lawyer or a financial planner, that person is getting the same pitch over and over and over again. And that is a cycle. And after a while, psychology kicks in, and as soon as somebody starts hearing a pitch that they've heard before, they immediately shut down and they go, okay, I declined the last person that gave me that pitch, so I'm automatically going to decline you regardless of how much I like you or whatever it is. The sequence happens, they go into an automatic behavior pattern, and they reject it. So the first thing that we've got to do is we have to break that pattern and become different from all of the other pitches or information that they've been presented with before, right? And we do that by establishing what it is that they want and taking them in their business just one step closer to the end goal of what it is that they want. So if we can establish ourselves as different from everybody else and move them one step closer to what they want, our likelihood of being able to convert that person goes up exponentially. And I don't want to get weird with the whole psychology thing. There's a book out there, it's called Influence, written by a brilliant man named Robert Cialdini. I highly recommend that you read that book because it will help you build strong, committed relationships with your referral partners. I don't think that we're into anything weird here. It's just opening up good, solid relationships, right? So in order to do that with the financial planner, and I'll make this this answer as short as possible as we can, you need to establish what the end goal of that financial planner is going to be. And I'm going to paraphrase, everybody is going to be a little bit different, but let's just assume that they want more money and they want more customers in their business. So we need to move them one step closer to that goal. Now, in order to move them one step closer to that goal, we have to establish what it is that they're selling in order to make the sale and in order to make the income, right? So you need to understand what it is that the financial planner or the lawyer or whoever it is, you know, the home inspector, the renovation guy, the contractor, whoever it is that's sending you those referrals, you just need to establish what their product and service is and then promote that product and service on Facebook. So for a financial planner, that could potentially be, you know, a savings program or management of an RSP or whatever it is that is their bread and butter in their business. You want to help to promote and get the word out about that particular product or service. So, and it's very easy to use Facebook because we're immediately tapping into people that we know want what they've got right now, and we can reach a tremendous amount of those people in a very short period of time, very cost effectively. But there are, you know, this style of helping people to advertise in their business to win them as a referral partner. You know, we've taken it and made it unique around Facebook, but there's lots of other marketing and advertising promotions that you can put together with these people to help with that. So just keep in mind that if they're completely resistant to Facebook, don't just write them off and say, okay, that financial planner isn't going to bite on the strategy. You can say, well, you know, maybe it's a postcard or a print advertisement. Again, build the relationship. Don't fall in love with the specific strategy and doing it, you know, absolute step by step. Follow the process because it will get you to the end goal, but work it within your specific business. So what I would do is I would establish what that one thing is, and then I would work on identifying those people on Facebook that are going to respond to that offer. So Facebook actually has a category of interested in investing and interested in, I forget off the top of my head live in front of a significant audience what the targeting is called, but it's like retirement investing. There's all kinds of styles of information about investing, and those are the targets that you would go after for that financial planner, and just target to people in your specific marketplace. It can be as simple as a branded advertisement. So there's lots of different options, and if you're looking for, again, a really specific strategy, reach out to support at cwjstone.com, and on behalf of Fruits National, I'd be happy to have one of our representatives speak with you, or I'll speak with you myself and help you over that hurdle, okay? From Phil. Phil says, how did you come up with $21 as the budget? And that is a very good question, Phil. It was, that's the budget that we allotted to it. So I had basically budgeted $100 that week to run in advertisements, and we had, I believe, we had roughly 5 or 6 listings that we were promoting, and I just took the $100 and I divided that by the number of targets that we were targeting that week, and then that's how I came up with the budget. So that little bar that shows up on the Facebook advertising thing that shows you your total reach, that's different in every marketplace, and it's different with every advertising category that you go into, because there's different amounts of people interested in different things on Facebook, right? So we were at the very bottom end of that range and could have spent hundreds of dollars on that ad and gotten out to far more people in that marketplace and had even a better response from it. So take a look at that bar and decide how much traffic you want. You can bid all the way up until you max that bar out. And there's very few marketplaces where we go into with Facebook traffic where we need as much traffic as can be bought through their paid advertising. So Phil, there was no science behind how we chose $21. That's just how it worked out for us and the response that we get. So from Jim says, I have quite a few realtors that follow my Facebook webpage. That's awesome, congratulations. Wouldn't just liking their listing then go out to all of my followers? So Jim, that is a fantastic point. And again, because we only have half an hour for the regular content, we couldn't get too far into it, but Facebook has a tool, and it's called the Power Editor. And it allows you to run boosted posts or advertisements and not have them show up on your timeline and not have them associate to your business page. So you could boost as many advertisements as you wanted in a week or a month. Use that tool to run them rather than running them through the boost post option, and no one will ever see the advertisements that you're running except for the people that you're targeting. So the people that like your business page won't see those ads as showing up in your newsfeed. So that helps to get you around that. The other answer to that question, where I kind of err, is I think it's a good thing for them to see you out there promoting people within their industry and getting great response from it too, generating likes, generating comments, generating activity, generating buyers, right? Because at the end of the day, that's what they want. So if they're a friendly of yours and they call you up and say, hey Jim, can you do that for me too? Absolutely I can. I'm glad that you asked. Let's go. You know, I'm just as happy to help grow your business as the next person. So it may potentially work in your favor to have the other people in the marketplace seeing you leveraging the strategy and having them reach out and ask if you can do it for them as well, right? Again, the more partners that you have referring business, the better it is for everybody involved because they get to work with you, right? So great question there, Jim. From Mike, what is the cost of your company's coaching program for Facebook marketing? Mike, there's no pitch. During this event, I don't have anything for sale because the content has been sponsored by First National, but if you email support@cwjstone.com, we can send you some information on our done-for-you social media services and our consulting program if that's something that you would be interested in. And again, a big thank you to First National for putting on this event and bringing us all here together today. From Queenie. Queenie says, thank you so much for all the valuable information. I really appreciate it. You're welcome. Glad to have you here. Thank you for the investment of your time. So another tip from Chris. Very helpful to have you on the event here. Not me, Chris. There's another Chris that's submitting through the Q&A. As you target realtors or other referral partners, make sure that you like their postings and engage with them on Facebook. Yes, absolutely. And that is one of the strategies that we've covered here in our series. So when you reach out to your First National representative and you get access to all of the recordings, we have an event based specifically on your business page and how to just naturally, organically go out and network with your past customers and with referral partners in order to grow your business. So that's a great insight, Chris. Thank you for reminding and sharing that. Okay, so our next question from Angela. Will this work with buyer leads as well? Angela, great question, and yes, absolutely. So obviously the offer has to shift a little bit. Normally when we're looking at a buyer lead rather than a listing lead, we'll go in with a get instant access to all the homes that match your search criteria, plus get immediately notified when new listings hit the market, or find out how many listings are available in X price range, that sort of thing. So we have to shift the offer in the strategy, but the targeting and the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 process of how we would leverage that would be the exact same. So great insight. Great thinking out of the box there, and yes, absolutely, you can do that. And the questions continue to pour in here. Just give me a second here. From Ray, hi Chris, this is amazing, awesome. Ray, thank you, glad you enjoyed it. Scott asks, hi Chris, what is the cost to get access to the recordings? So Scott, the recordings are free. They are inside a library, reserved essentially for friendlies of First National. So people that want to become more friendly with First National and people that are already friendly and actively promoting. So reach out to your First National representative, and they'll be able to get you access to that link, and there's no charge for it. From Holly, I just had a client walk in. Will this be available later? So for those we do post the recording after the event. It will be available for 48 hours. You'll get an email tomorrow morning giving you access to the recording. From that point, it's open for 48 hours. So you can get access to the webinar content. Again, this live Q&A, you'll have access to that as well. And we'll post it in there for you. And you'll, I apologize, talking straight for an hour. I've started to get a tickle in my throat. So I apologize if I sound a little bit raspy here. And from Glenn asks, is it possible that I'll become overwhelmed with referral partners? I want to make sure that my service is the best. Okay, so that's why the spreadsheet is really important. Making sure that you're keeping track of who you're targeting and keeping track of the yeses. So if you target 30 people and you get 30 yeses right away, dial it back. Don't do all 30 in 1 week. Kind of sit back on the strategy and just promote what you can handle. I absolutely agree with you. It's very important to give incredible customer experience when they're doing business with you, especially with a brand new partner that you're bringing in that's going to be promoting you to their clients and to their customers. So yeah, absolutely, kind of walk before you run and manage that, but don't let that stop you from implementing. Implementation is by far the most important part of this strategy, getting out there and actually following the steps and actually leveraging it to get results. So with that, we are going to wrap up just in the interest of time here for you. But anybody that has asked a question or that comes in after the event, we always get back to you. You will get an answer to your question. Thank you so much for investing your time here in your business. And it was my absolute pleasure to be here with you again. My name is Chris Johnstone. Our event was sponsored by First National Financial, and I wish you much success in your future endeavors, and good luck, and have fun going out and getting the new referral partners in your business. So this is Chris Johnstone signing off, and I'll talk to you soon.